Hello everyone. Today is a bit of a different setup, as you can tell. It's getting dark out, so it's hard to see my background, but I'm sure you will be observing that I am in a different location. I am in a different town. I'm in a rural location right now, renting this little cottage, and I'm working in a rural location as a physician for the next couple months, and we're renting this cute little cottage. It's very beautiful. I'll film a tour. I'll film my view that is going to be coming up. It's worth seeing. It's very beautiful around here. So the idea is that you will still see my content being uploaded. The internet here is atrocious, but you know, I'll try my best. I might have to figure something out with uploading, but for now, the idea is that I am going to continue filming. This is where I'm going to be filming. My husband and I are doing a bit of traveling to see each other, so I will be here for the next 3 months or so, and he's traveling back and forth, spending half of his week where we live. My son's in daycare there, and half of his week here where I live. So this is to explain the setup and why it's different than my normal blank walls. So today is going to be a bit of a perfume video, and I thought you might be curious to know which fragrances I've taken with me to this 3-month switch up, and what did I bring with me in terms of fragrances. What can you expect to hear about in terms of fragrances, because obviously I can't bring my entire collection, and I can't even bring a portion of my collection. I've only actually settled on 2 fragrances, which I'm obviously going to be filming about. We'll talk about those, and a ton of samples. I'm going to run through which samples I've brought, mostly either larger samples or multiples or fragrances that I already know and just want to remind myself to talk about. And I'll tell you which small sizes I have and about the 2 larger sizes that I've brought with me. Let's start with the full-size fragrances. This is Hugo Boss fragrance, 50 milliliters. This is eau de toilette, but it functions very, very well. It functions like an eau de parfum. It is a gorgeous spring, summer, slightly citrusy, fruity, sweet scent. I've been kind of gravitating towards these kinds of scents recently. I've been into it. I've been really digging them, and I think springtime is going to be fun with wearing this. It's, you know, it's not so serious. It's quite lighthearted. I will be filming a video on it. And then I am also bringing the Bvlgari Noir, my black jasmine. And this is a very sophisticated young socialite, but, you know, with a job, not just socializing kind of scent. It's very, very pretty. It's very classic, yet youthful. It is spring for sure, and uplifting, happy, which is what I'm looking for in a sense right now. I want to be uplifted because the snow outside is really killing the mood. And then I have a whole bunch of small size fragrances which I want to share with you on an ongoing basis, sort of keep reviewing fragrances. So I brought sort of decent size fragrances, but they're still small enough to travel with. I have been wanting to test out some of these Ayala Moriel perfumes. She was kind enough to send me a couple of samples. I will be ordering from her. I'm in a bit of a purchasing freeze at the moment, just because, you know, in the summer, some business expenses are coming up, so I'm not really buying much these days, and I have such a massive collection that I probably shouldn't anyway, but I will certainly be purchasing from her shop. It's indie, it's clean, the fragrances are very, very cute. I have a few samples to get through. There's Viola, there's Espionage, there's Last Lagoon. I'm going to try those 3 out and see if I can find a scent that I'm very interested in, and I personally really enjoy supporting, you know, smaller artists, I guess, and smaller brands, indie brands. It's really quite rewarding to see people really follow their passion and do something interesting and do something cool. Then we have a MiuMiu fragrance that has been too light for me to wear. And it is a fresh scent. I'm not sure how I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm definitely going to wear it in and talk to you about it. It is Le Bleu by MiuMiu. So if you're interested, definitely, if you see something specific that you want me to prioritize, leave it down below in the comments, and of course we can work something out. I will prioritize what is most interesting for people. I have the Lancome La Vie Belle, which I don't actually love, but I will talk about. I know this fragrance very well. I have many little samples of Kilian, or by Kilian, Moonlight in Heaven. This is a scent that I received a whole bunch of little samples when I was purchasing a by Kilian fragrance about a year ago. And I also have Bamboo Harmony by Kilian. So it's in a little atomizer, so I'll review this fragrance as well. There's a ton of it to be able to really hone in on it. I have Eau de Parfum Shalimar Souffle de Parfum. Watch the video where I've decluttered my perfume collection. I actually decluttered a full size of it because I was not reaching for it, and other reasons as well. So find that video. It's definitely going to be interesting to look into which fragrances I did get rid of. We have Fleur Musc by Narciso Rodriguez. I own this in full size. I love it. We'll be talking about that. A couple of Hermes scents. They did send some samples to me for fun. Really, it's Sambac. And then we have Cedar Sambac. Then Vetiver Tonka. And we have Rose Ikebana. All of them are their eau de toilette in the regular collection. So as you can see, the rose one I'm ready to talk about. I've used most of it. We have this fragrance house that I'm really interested to talk about in the future is Commodity, and I brought Velvet with me. There's so many cool scents there. I'm definitely going to be reviewing it further. I have a lot of their library in minis back at my place, but Velvet is the one that I want to talk about soon. I have Serge Luthens Eau de Parfum. So the basics of the Eau de Parfum. I brought Don't Look Back by Edgardio Chilini. They have sent me a whole bunch of samples. I'll probably get back in touch with them because I think their fragrances are actually really, really good, and they do ship internationally. So I will be getting back in touch with them about 2 scents that I think I might want to purchase from them. I'm very happy to have tried it. It's a smaller brand, and I'm very, very happy to support them. I have another Serge Luthens Chergui. That's very, very classic, heavy wintry scent. I'm going to be wearing that in this weather. Yeah. And I'm going to hold off on the lighter scents until the weather improves a little bit and it becomes a little more springy. I have the number 5 Le by Chanel. I own this in full size. I've spoken about it before, but I might want to revisit it a little bit. I have another Bvlgari scent, and this is Ashlemah, and it's from their exclusive line. I'm definitely very fond of this particular scent. I'll be talking about it and reviewing this one. A couple of the Kilian releases I have brought 2 to talk to you about. Kissing burns 6.4 calories a minute, want to work out. So Kissing fragrance, which I think was decent. And then my favorite from the lineup is I don't need a prince by my side to be a princess. I like the name, and actually I like the scent. It's one of the more interesting ones out of the ones that they have available. And then I have a couple of scents from Frederic Malle. They were very kind and sent me a couple of samples to play with and talk about. There is Iris Poudre, which is probably my favorite. It's gorgeous. I will definitely share more about it. Musc Ravageour is another favorite so far. Those are the 2 probably top runners. Then I have Carnal Flower, which is the tuberose balm. It's a very, very well constructed fragrance. I'm not a huge fan of tuberose, but it's such a huge hit in their lineup, so I wanted to give it a whirl and talk about it more for your benefit. We have Une Rose, which is a beautiful, beautiful, fleshy, fresh, very realistic rose scent. I enjoy it for sure. I don't know whether I would buy it though. because these fragrances are very expensive. So I would only purchase from Frederic Malle absolute gems for me. And then Dries van Noten, another scent by Frederic Malle, which I think is super interesting. So I will be talking about this array of scents. And like I said, I really brought only 2 full-size fragrances, and they're very light-hearted and wearable, easy to pull off scents. I think this is going to be fun. I think having this, well, many people probably won't feel like it's restrictive, but I'm used to having like 200 scents at my fingertips to be able to pick whatever I want at any point. So for me, this is being restrictive and quite minimal. Of course, you know, I'm really minimalist in most aspects of my life, and I'll show you my closet, the stuff that I brought to wear for 3 months, literally almost nothing. I will definitely be very minimalist in terms of like 99% of my life. Fragrances so far, I'm trying guys. I'm trying to cut down and be more reasonable and be more mindful about fragrances. But for me, this is minimal in terms of fragrances. We'll see this change throughout the years. I'm sure about fall right now. This is actually, I've cut down, and this is what I'm going to talk about. This is what I'm going to use for the next 3 months. So expect to hear about these scents. Like I said, if you have a particular interest in any of the scents that I've mentioned, you can comment down below to let me know to prioritize that. I'm certainly open to prioritizing what you guys are most interested in. Eventually, you'll probably hear about them, but let me know which ones you are most interested in. So that's it for today. See you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Good luck. Bye-bye.